Now let's discuss about the process electrolysis. As we previously discussed about what is electrochemistry and what is a electrolyte and the types of electrolyte like strong electrolyte, weak electrolyte and non-electrolyte. Next we discuss electrolysis. First, the definition of electrolysis. What is electrolysis? Electrolysis किसको कहते हैं? Electrolysis मतलब the process of chemical decomposition the process of chemical decomposition of electrolyte in solution or fused state इलेक्ट्रोलाइट दो ही स्टेप में होता है, सॉल्यूशन और फ्यूज्ड स्टेट बाय द पैसेज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट और इलेक्ट्रिसिटी is known as इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस. इसका मतलब क्या कहता है ना, प्रोसेस ऑफ केमिकल डिकम्पोजिशन. जब किसी भी सॉल्यूशन और फ्यूज स्टेट में कोई भी सब्सटेंस या केमिकल कंपाउंड रहता है, जब डिकम्पोज करता है, कैसे डिकम्पोज करता है ना, पैसेज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट. बाय द पैसेज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट, जब हम उसके अंदर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास करेंगे, उसके बाद जो सॉल्यूशन डिकम्पोज करता है, जो ब्रेकडाउन होता है, वो इलेक्ट्रोलाइट मतलब वो आयन्स को ब्रेक कर जाता है. तो जो आयन को ब्रेक कर देता है, डिकम्पोज कर देता है, वो प्रोसेस को, दिस प्रोसेस इज नोन एज इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस. इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस जनरली carried out by electrodes. Electrodes means there is two types of electrodes. One is cathode, another is anode. These are two types of electrodes, cathode and anode. Let us discuss the electrolysis process with a diagram. मैं अभी जा रहा हूँ एक डायग्राम करने के लिए. ये एक बीकर है, इसमें इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सॉल्यूशन, electrolytic solutions, and these are this are two metallic electrodes connected. These two metallic electrodes are connected to a battery in which electricity pass. This is positive, this is negative, means this is positive ion, this is negative ion. One charge is positive charge and a negative charge. This is anode, this is called anode, and this is called cathode. Means negative electrode, and this is positive electrode. These are two electrodes. This is a metallic wire dipped into the solution. This is solution. This process is totally known as electrolysis. In this process, what is the process and what is the process of electrolysis? Now in this process, an aqueous solution, this contains an aqueous solution is taken in a vessel or in a beaker. एक beaker में क्या aqueous solution ले आता है. This beaker is otherwise called as electrolytic cell. This beaker is also called as electrolytic cell where electricity passed or where electricity is generated. the two metallic electrodes are dipped into the electrolytic solution. This is the solution, aqueous solution. The two metallic electrodes, one is cathode and another is anode, is dipped into the electrolytic solution. The positive part of the electrode, is known as anode, and negative part of the electrode is known as cathode. Then just see the diagram where the two metallic electrodes are connected to a wire which is connected to a battery in which electricity pass. इसमें इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास करेगा. जब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास करेगा तो क्या होता है ना, इन दिस aqueous solution or the substance which are is fused state in this aqueous solution, this solution contains ions or electrolytes. When electricity is passed through the solution, in this solution the ions break down or the ions decompose. Decompose means the ions separated, means the ions that is in this, the ions present in the solutions, present in the solution. Which ion present in the solution? Now, the ions like cations and anions. These are the ions present in the solution. When electricity passed, these ions move towards the electrode, means move towards the respective electrodes. Means cation means positive charge and anion means negative charge. Then हम एक बात जानते हैं कि opposite forces attract to each other. Opposite charges attract to each other. Opposite charges attract to each other. Then the positive ions goes forward in the direction towards which direction? Towards which electrode? Now, towards the negative electrode, means cathode. Means the cations moves forward towards cathode and the negative ions means anions move forward towards positive electrode, that is anode. Cations move towards cathode and anions move towards anode. These are the ions which decompose from the solution, when electricity passed the solution. In this solution the ions break, means positive ions moves towards cathode and the negative ions move towards anode. This process of electrolytic decomposition is this process when electricity passed in the solution and the electrolytes moves towards its respective electrodes is known as electrolysis. दिस प्रोसेस इज नोन एज इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस। इसको हमें इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस बोलते हैं। ये उसका डायग्राम है इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस का और ये उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन है। दिस प्रोसेस हाउ द प्रोसेस इज कैरिड आउट, ये सब इसके प्रोसेस में जाता है। ये एक बीकर है, एक बीकर हम लेते हैं, वन बीकर जिसको हम इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सेल बोलते हैं। उसमें एक इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सॉल्यूशन लाइक एक्वस सॉल्यूशन ले जाता है, जिसमें दो मेटालिक इलेक्ट्रोड डिप्ड करा जाता है। टू मेटालिक इलेक्ट्रोड्स आर डिप्ड इनटू द इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सॉल्यूशन एंड their top point is connected to a battery in the two ends. The positive part of the battery is known as anode and the negative part of the battery is known as cathode. Then when electricity passed through the electrolytic solution, the ions decompose, means the negative ions, that is cations, move towards cathode and anion move towards anode. This overall process is known as electrolysis. Then there are two types of states of electrolysis carried out. One is fused state and another is aqueous state. For example, electrolysis of fused NaCl। इसमें क्या होता है ना, जनरली फ्यूज्ड NaCl फ्यूज्ड स्टेट में जो भी कंपाउंड रहता है वो मेल्ट करने के लिए हायर टेम्परेचर रिक्वायर करता है। तो व्हेन NaCl इज हीटेड टू हायर टेम्परेचर, इट carried out at हाई टेम्परेचर रिक्वायर करता है। तो जब NaCl मेल्ट करेगा हायर टेम्परेचर रे, व्हेन NaCl इज हीटेड टू हायर टेम्परेचर इट मेल्ट्स एंड आयोनाइजेस टू गिव NaCl ionizes to give Na plus and Cl minus. Then as we discuss about the two electrodes, that is one is cathode, then at cathode what is the ion that is generated at cathode, that is Na plus, which connect plus electron gives Na, and at anode that is Cl minus, which gives Cl plus electron. This is the primary process, as Cl is a molecule and we have to Cl plus Cl, that is Cl2, that is Cl gas is liberated. That is secondary process. It takes a longer time to remove Cl gas. This is the process, electrolysis process for fused NaCl. Let us discuss next about the electrolysis in aqueous solution, means the electrolysis in aqueous NaCl. Electrolysis in aqueous NaCl solution. Like, let us take an example. NaCl gives, this is a reversible reaction which gives Na plus, NaCl aqueous, which gives Na plus plus Cl minus. This is aqueous and this is aqueous. As we take an aqueous solution, water is taken because it's an aqueous solution. It gives H plus and OH minus. These are both are in aqueous medium. In this process, when electrolytic current is passed, then the aqueous solution break down, decompose, means the ions Na plus ion, Cl minus ion, H plus ion, OH minus ion moved towards, means Na plus positive ions move towards negative electrode, means cathode. and negative ions move towards anode. Then at cathode, in this process at cathode, what is generated? At cathode, H plus electron gives H, which is also, this is an H and single atom, which is also a secondary process. H plus H gives H2 gas is generated. Like at anode, chlorine minus, which gives chlorine plus electron, and chlorine plus chlorine, this is both are primary process, this is secondary process. This is primary process and this is secondary process. In this, thus finally we discuss about the electrolysis process. Thus during the electrolysis of aqueous solution, H2 gas is liberated. H2 gas is liberated at which electrode? At cathode, and chlorine gas is liberated at anode. This is the total process of electrolysis with examples.